Welcome to Game Point Sports.
I'm Robbie the Rocket.
And I'm in Goodnight.
And this is
Game Point.
No Favorites.
Yay! How you doing?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. Fab Fridays, man. Got some of our favorite people we're going to chop it up on with today. And at the same time, we are all good to go. What you got going for Friday, man? Don't talk to me fast, talk to me slow.
Shit, man, I'm gonna talk fast and slow, but I'm gonna let it go. It's a good Friday, and I'm ready to get down. Nuggets about to get down. We about to go ahead and win. We about to do our thing. I'm gonna be at the game.
Yay! Fired up.
Fired up Friday.
You the good luck charm.
Hey, I hope so. But hey, we gonna start it off today with the legendary, the one and only Coach Lindsay, the head coach of the Montbello Warriors. The man, the myth, the legend.
And the great.
How you doing today? We doing all right, man. We appreciate you for coming on with us, man. I know you're probably a busy man and probably one of the most wanted men out here in Denver to get an interview with, so we definitely appreciate it. For sure, man. I remember you chasing us. I remember you chasing us down the hallways, making sure we got to class and all them type of things. But man, I respect you for that, and always being a positive role model that was around, whether it was in the neighborhood or at school or whatever. You was always around to get that good advice.
How you doing, Coach?
Man, I'm doing good.
Yeah, I heard a lot about you, man. Tell me a little bit about yourself, Coach. I don't know you well.
Okay, I'll tell you something real quick. This is home for me, born and raised. I went to school at Thomas Jefferson High School. I was from high school. That's my alma mater. I came out in the 70s, late 70s. Went to the University of Utah, played football. When I got done with that, I came back and I had 4 sons, and I started coaching Little League then for 5 years. And I actually started coaching football in high school in 1990 at Thomas Jefferson. It was about time for one of my guys to start going to high school, and that's where I went back, and that's where the family. Boys went to Thomas Jefferson.
So were you there coaching when they won that last championship in '89?
I just got there in '90. I came up in '90, a year after that.
Okay, and a crazy thing is, man, I used to play for the Pirates, and my first coach was your brother, and I guess we used to play y'all. And I was like, man, I didn't know he was your brother or nothing like that. I know y'all were brothers, but I was like, man, these coaches don't even like each other. It was just a crazy thing that as I grew up, y'all were brothers. But y'all made that rivalry great.
Yeah, real competitive. Always been, even though we had the older team, he wanted to play, and that's how he's always been, though. We're just like that. But yeah, that's my brother.
So tell us a little bit of history about your coaching.
Oh man, I started in '90, like I said, from Thomas Jefferson from 2000. I say 1990 to 2000. I was there 10 years, and I stopped for a couple years after that. I was trying to get the head coaching job, but they offered it to someone else. And a couple of years later, I went to Montbello. Actually, in 2003, I went to Montbello High School and coached there to 2006. And the head coach left, which was Coach Lucas. And thought I was going to get the head coaching job there, and they didn't give me that. And about 2 weeks later, after that, South High opened up needing a coach because they had a lot of mess going on at that time. And I put in there, and I got that job at South High School, and that's where I started coaching, being a head coach, football coach at South, and 2007.
And, I mean, not soon after that, you took them to the state championship, correct?
Well, it was a little bit after that. We went there. It was 2012.
Okay.
Took a couple of years to build a program. Interesting, about that, it took me some years to become a head coach. I interviewed at a few schools, 3 or 4 of them, and couldn't get the job. And it's because, as you probably know, I'm a strong-willed person, and I just don't. If I'm going to be the coach, I'm going to be the coach, and I'm not going to let no one tell me what to do being a coach. And I was, just real about it. And some, in high school, more people don't understand. It's a lot of political. It's political too, a lot. It's like parents, some teachers, other coaches. They want you to do certain things, and it's like I wasn't like that. And that's what took me so long to become a head coach. And one more thing with that, it's like when I went and I interviewed at South High School. Tony Jr., him. That's my oldest one. He interviewed too, because we always said, when you guys get done with college and come back, we're going to all coach together. That's like that's what we wanted to do. And he said, okay, Dad, I'm going to go in there. I'm going to interview too. So it's like, so we're going to get this. So we just wanted we wanted a team. And so one way or another, we're going to have a team. So they interviewed both of us, and truly I got the job, but they really wanted to hire Tony Jr. The athletic director there was a teacher of his at, where he go, to come and coach at South. But he said, and they asked him, and he said, no, what I want you to do is go ahead and let my dad be the head coach. And that's how I became the head coach at South High School, pretty much because of my son. And then just took it from there. And we went to state in 2012. We were like the top 3 teams in the state from all the way up to 2017. We went 10-0 and ended up getting beaten up first round of the playoffs. And I left after that year. And that's when I went to Montbello. So it was 2016 to 2017. That was my first year at Montbello. It was time for me to leave. I got calls from a lot of people, and they were like, Coach, why are you leaving that? You built a program there. And it's like, to me, it was just time. It was my time to leave and my time to get back to Montbello. And here we are. Something happened to the line. Can't hear you. I can see you now, but I can't hear anyone.
Can you hear us now?
Now I can hear you. Yeah.
As far as I was saying it's a crazy thing that like Montbello, TJ are rivals. I guess when you went to high school, all the Montbello kids were at TJ, but later they became rivals. And You went from, I mean, you were a TJ legend. Sons are TJ legends. Um, I mean, the first jerseys that were hanging at the were hanging in the gym at TJ were you and your brother's jerseys.
Right.
I mean, and now you at Montbello, and let's just talk about from 1989 to 2021. Why do you believe there hasn't been a champion from the city of Denver, a football champion?
You mean, oh man, it's just timing. It really is timing, and you know, coaches change and the kids change. Other schools open up, other schools close, and you like when they start out here from Montbello, when they closed Montbello High School in 2010, they opened up 9 high schools out here, and it's a mess. It's a cluster. It's a mess out here to me. You know, this is to me that I think they were trying something. They were using the community out here as a guinea pig to try something new in school. That's what I felt, because it failed. And they were trying to do it, and the ones that it really affected was the kids. And you know, they say you want to help the kids and do the right thing for them, but that will hurt. It hurt the kids.
Coach, I got a question for you. I'm gonna go back to that political part of it. You just won a championship. Now, do you think you paved the ways for Black coaches in the community now and bringing the DPS back up?
You know what I don't know about it. There's been Black coaches, in the DPS. DPS is the one league that we get the Black coaches out of. More and more of the DPS in the other league around. It's us, and then of course, then Aurora. I think the one that I know that went out and got a head coaching job, out of here was John Trahan. Going to a suburb school, Highlands Ranch. But we do have Black coaches in our city. It's just that, unlike the suburban schools, they get like 18 and 19 coaches. They have assistant coaches. There's so many of them. And they pay those coaches. We get paid, these coaches, some schools 4 coaches, some schools 6 coaches, no more than 6 coaches. But those schools out there pay out 18 or 16 or however many they have, they just have more.
Name one of the top. Like I said, I'm not from here. I just like hearing the history about Denver and the culture you've been doing. But I was going to say, ever coach in your career?
That's not your son.
That's not your son. Got him.
You got
Got him.
Fill up.
Oh, nephew.
That's nice. That's nice. Nice.
But I always
real.
Hey, you coached some good players out here, and you coached on some legendary teams. When I went to high school, Thomas Jefferson was it was legendary. We just couldn't get past the big schools.
You're right, man. Yeah. That one year we sent 11 Division I kids, to school. One of those years, it was Gabe's 1998. There was 11 Division I schools out of TJ.
And and you coach with the legendary Coach Lucas there. I just want to know, like, what are your thoughts or why TJ couldn't get over the hump at that time?
Coach Lucas was a very good coach, and he was coming from college, and he had that mentality there, that he brought here. But these weren't college kids yet, they're high school. I came up from Little League up, and grew like that. And it was a different way you had to come at the kids coming into high school. That in college you get those handpicked kids in high school that, they're handpicked, and so they're the more superior kid football players, you know, whereas in high school you get all kind of different kids and you have to deal with so many different kind of issues with them. And as a coach, you getting into their heads and getting them to believe what you were about, which Coach Lucas was really good at. But he was in his college, he was stuck in his college ways kind of more. Whereas I kind of play out the box. You know, I'm one of those, I'll do anything. I mean, as far as football wise, to try to, you know, I just play out the box. That's all.
Oh yeah,
He didn't play out the box to me. Very good coach, but he didn't play out the box. And he did everything good with the kids and for the kids. Learned a lot from him. But when you're asking me this question, and sometimes I sit back and ask myself the same thing. What is it different? And I've been asked by the, boys even now. It's like, Coach, what was the problem back then? We had all those kids, and now we're here. We don't have kids like that, but we've been to state twice. And it's us, and it's our coaching style. That's what it is. It's our coaching style.
You just won a championship this year. Are you looking to next year go out of Colorado and play different teams, different competition?
No, not this year. No, not this coming year, but the year after, when they open up Montbello High School again, 2022.
You got some big teams. Where you guys gonna travel?
Yeah.
I don't know yet, but it's a 2-year process. Every 2 years you pick and choose who you want to play, and then if you're going up or down in the league, whether you be 4A, 5A, they did this a big change every 2 years. Well, we have one more year. The pandemic just screwed up, everything. But we do have one more year that we have to play on our schedule that we had before the pandemic. That next year after that, we change up again. And that's when you can, go out of, like right now, I'll be going out to see if there's anyone that, is willing to play us out of town. Because if we do go out, the next year they have to come here and play us. That's how it works. So this is the time right now for us, if we're going to do that, to go do it. And we plan on doing that. It'll be in 2022, though.
I got a question. How satisfying was it for you to win the championship with all of your sons on the coaching staff? Man, that had to be a great feeling. Like, it had to be an awesome feeling. Like, was that your best feeling out of everything, or was it for the kids? Like, what made you feel the best out of this championship?
Man, we won it. Hey, that's that was our second one, and we lost the other one, but we won this one. But this one was really sweet, though. This one here was real sweet. The other one, if you go back and watch it, everybody knows what happened in that one. The bad taste in my mouth. Even now, it wasn't cool. And so winning this one, this was the first time. Hey, like I said, it's sweet. It was the first time a Montbello school won a state championship ever since they opened in 1981. They went to 3 of them, and they lost 3 of them. They actually lost to TJ in 89, So this was the first. So, man, that's this community out here, and that's what I thought when we won that game is to watch my kids and then watch the people out there from the community and just the joy that everybody had. And, that's what even put me on Facebook. Man, I had never been on Facebook. I'm on Facebook now because I got a Snapchat shot from one of the boys, and they were like, "There's a lot of people, calling in and thanking you and doing all that." And I was reading it, and I was like, I gotta get online so I could say hi. A lot of those guys I haven't seen since I came out of school in the 70s, and it's like good to know that they're still around. I need to get on Facebook. And that's what caused me to get on Facebook, just because I just needed to say thank you to everybody that appreciated it. And that was following, and here I am. So I was just happy for the community mostly, and for my kids.
Definitely. And how's your recruitment process go? Like,
Oh, it was huge. It was huge for that. Okay. I mean, when you leave one program like we were successful in that, when you come to this one that was horrible coming to was, they won four games in 4 years here, and they had 4 coaches in 4 years. So it was bad. It was just real bad. And so all the kids, like from the Green Valley Ranch, those kids, the better kids, a fourth of them went to Cherry Creek. And for the last couple of years, Cherry Creek's been winning. They've been winning with those kids from out Green Valley. And I say this because it's real. And I don't care what no one thinks about it, but it's real. And we had the Mount Bello Falcons. The whole team of the Mount Bello Falcons went to Vista Peak. It was about 15 of them. They went to Vista Peak. So those 2 Little League teams were out here in Mount Bello. And that left us with the kids that they didn't ask to go with them to those 2 schools. Well, those kids that came in, we had like 30 kids my first year coming here. And we had 3 games left and we couldn't play them because the kids either, they start failing in school or they just didn't want to play football no more. Those weren't the elite kids. They were the kids that are kind of, they put them in, but they don't really train them or do anything with them in Little League. And they were like, well, heck, we have a chance to come here and play because they took the hand-picked ones out of here. But, they weren't as good as those kids were. And some, like I said, some tried. We have actually 3 seniors this year, 3 seniors that were off that team 4 years ago. That's where we're at. We have 3 seniors off that team when we first got here.
That's a good movement. That's a good movement, and right I mean that just sends accolades to your coaching and what you do to bring them up, and a lot of people think that kids mature in Little League, but they get better and develop in high school and turn into the players that they can be. Another question for you is, what do you say to the naysayers who say this is just a spring championship, and from all the other things? I mean, you only can play in front of you. Who's in front of you? Believe I'm proud as a DPS person, but what do you say to them people who say, "Oh, this is not this and this is not that"?
You know what? Truly, I wouldn't care. I don't care what they say. You know what? What they did when this pandemic started was they marched on Chassa. They got their way to play. We weren't able to. Us, Aurora, the schools that played in the spring, we weren't able to do it. That's not our fault. That's just how it happened. They could have waited till the spring and played, but they didn't. They played when they played, and that's their problem. We had a championship just like they had. We had a championship there. We went into our championship and we won our championship. I don't care what they think because it's not about them. It's about the community here and our kids out here. That's what it's about. And we're happy about it. There's no one going to take our joy. That's it.
I'm happy and excited, man, for you. Like I'm really truly and happy and excited for y'all, for the whole program. What Gabe and Brandon them they out there doing, and Mount Bello starting the STEAM Academy and doing them type of things. Are you have any involvement with that, or y'all gonna have? How's that gonna work? Are you guys gonna? Are people that go to that school gonna be able to play for your team, or how's that gonna work?
Oh yeah. So the ones right now, the low 8th graders we got coming in, most of them are gonna be at that STEAM Academy. And so yeah, definitely. So that's a good thing. And then on top of that, we got Mount Bello High School opening up again. So we're going to get our kids back. Kids like brand new. People like brand new. And that's what's going to happen. It's going to be a brand new building, brand new high school. We'll have the STEAM Academy. We'll still have the MLK and, a couple schools that will still be, filtering in with us. And we're going to be strong. We are going to be strong.
So it's building the legacy there, huh?
Yeah. Hey, we're trying to do what we can, We are definitely trying to, I don't have no plans of going nowhere else. This is where I wanted to come back to. I'm here now. And we just want us a championship. championship. That's what's up. And and with that being said, it's our community and it's about our kids, keeping our kids home and keeping them here, letting them know that we have coaches here that we can win and send them to college. Like, they don't have to go out of the league to do that.
Mm-hmm. Hey, y'all doing it, and I'm happy that y'all doing it. I'm happy that you doing it. I mean, I just want to see us competitive as a community. I mean, any of these schools, but if it's any of them, I'm gonna choose. I'm a rock with my Bello, even though I'm a TJ Spartan. But I'm a rock with the Bellos, and if I got kids ask them where they want to go play football, I'm definitely shoot them your way. I mean, I know they're gonna get the proper coaching. And I mean, from all the way around, I mean, you got amazing staff down there. What you got?
Hey, Coach, I want to tip my hat out to you for, due to this pandemic. You know what I'm saying? You won a championship. That's a blessing. One more question before we go. You played in the spring, right? Do you think that it hurt these kids for scholarships? Because, you see these certain schools played in the fall, and now these certain schools played in the spring. Do you think it hurt these kids by playing in the spring this year?
It's the same. It's the same hurt that the kids in the fall have because of the pandemic. What it is in the colleges, a lot of them didn't play. They were able to hold out. The senior class, the senior upperclassmen, they held out. And they got an extra year. Well, you have to understand the way the rotation is when those seniors, if 30 seniors leave that year, those scholarships go to those new freshmen coming in. This year, because of the pandemic, they didn't leave. They don't have those scholarships because those kids are still there. So the kids that were coming up to go in to get those scholarships are stuck. They don't have them. And so it hurt just the whole year, both the fall and spring. It hurt the kids. Unfortunate, there's nothing we could do about all that.
And once again, man, we appreciate you for coming on. We'd like to have you again sometime during the season or before the season. We here at the R Network want to do whatever we can do to support my Bello Warriors. I mean, because he said they're coming back. I mean, I don't call them far northeast. They my Bello to me. We once again, man, Coach. We just greatly appreciate you, man, and happy for you, man. It's an honor to have you on the show. And like you say, man, the man, the myth, the legend, one of Colorado's greatest running backs to ever come through here, man. And his sons, great players that played out here in Colorado. And I always say, about Philip Lindsay, like he's the one, like everybody was there. Everybody was closer there. He's just the one that took it all the way and made an impact in the league. But all y'all were there. All y'all had your feet knocking at the door, making it to the league. So shouts out to the Lindsays, man, the first family in football out here in Colorado. And thanks.
No, and I appreciate you all for putting us on, because people need to know what's going on out, and the only way that can be is for the things like and for you all to reach out to us so we can get to the people that need to hear this and to understand it. So, we appreciate everything that you all do.
For sure. Thank you, man. You have a good day, Coach. I know you out on vacation or somewhere or something, but have a great time doing what you do.
All right, man. Thanks a lot, y'all.
All right. Peace.
Bye now.
my brother. Oh yes, things will get harder, but we're not gonna stop. No, we're gonna stand up and hear a cry. We're tired living this life. Listen to our cries. We'll be the light.
Welcome back to Game Point. This is Good Night.
Robbie the Rock is here.
Hey man, we about to do a little thing real quick. And
Thank Coach Lindsay, Tony Lindsay was a senior.
Tony Lindsay Senior.
Man, that was a great guy, man. Thank you for coming on, Coach.
Junior, man. I'll tell you, that's Colorado's first family of football.
That was nice.
Hands down.
That was a nice little interview.
That was a nice interview, man. Time to take your break, take a breath, and we'll come back right back at you.
The Lindsay bees.
It's been said that power waits for the one who earns it, the one who turns the situation around when their inner voice is sound. How will you earn your power? With words, or with silence and in life, or in death and violence? Then how will you use it? Will you confuse it and think anger is the only way to belong? Or will you abuse it and let pain make you forget right from wrong? Will that make you feel strong? Do you have the power to turn the situation around at the sound of your inner voice? You can pick up the sticks or you can grab the stick. How will you handle that choice?
How you want your story to end? Are these really your friends? Will this be fun? And do they have a gun? Will you be forced to use your power for what's right or to run? Will you look back on the time and wish you could rewind that last second, minute, hour? Make the choice to listen to your inner voice. How will you earn your power?
Back to Game Point Sports for the second half. Man, hey, how'd you like that for a Fab 5 Friday interview today, man?
Man, it was a fired up Friday. We had a fired up coach, just won a championship. Man, great day in Denver, Colorado today.
Hey, he's in it for the community for sure, and that's what I like, and that's what I like to hear, man. Like he's been a pillar in the community for a while, man. Ever since I was a youngster, I've seen him around. Like he was the type of guy, man. You can go by his house, his sons will be there, man. They give you advice, or you catch him in the. He worked at our school, and he catches a. I tell you one thing, that was one security guard that you didn't want no problems with.
Look at his arms. He got size 27.
Yeah, you didn't want no problems with.
All my arms is big one as his arms.
And Robbie the Rocket, he would have caught you.
He was that fast?
He would have caught you.
That's a big boy though.
He would have caught you.
But they all athletes. You know, he come from a family of athletes.
Shit,
you know, he probably was he the root of the athletes, probably.
Him and his brother, man. First two guys to get their.
But you ain't never get a chance to see him play, huh?
Nah, they went to school with one of my aunts. So
okay,
I've heard about it already.
Well, I mean, it's in their family tree.
All right, man. Let's get to the big thing, man. Let's talk about this series, man. This dude went head to head with KD, your boy, man. In the still pictures, it looked like they're kissing damn near.
Yes, but let me say this. Remember when we was talking offset back in the days, y'all? All y'all know, if a man did that to you, he would have got an elbow to his chin. These basketball players is softer than a jelly donut. You know what I'm saying? There's no way in the world I'm gonna let that man be in my face. I don't care if I get a technical. You're not gonna. He called him out his name, pretty much. Like, shut up.
Oh, I mean, the FKD, fuck KD chance, all in the thing.
But see, they've been going at it since Houston.
But
you got to think, back in the days when my Warriors, when my Golden State Warriors was playing against them, you know what I mean, Houston Rockets, they was going at it then. PJ Tucker's just a feisty little, you know what he remind me of? Not athletic-wise, Starks. You remember John Starks?
Yeah,
a little irritatable person that just irritates you that you just, I couldn't stand him and Anthony Mason. I couldn't stand him.
PJ Tucker's with the business, though.
You think he with the business?
PJ Tucker's with the business.
Yeah, but he ain't about that life. PJ Tucker, you ain't about that life.
He's probably more about that life than KD. Now, KD gonna get him on the court and school him for sure. That's gonna definitely happen.
KD is a basketball gangster. That's what I'm gonna call him.
No, he ain't no.
He's a basketball gangster. He's not a street guy. He's a basketball gangster.
He's a Twitter.
That's what I'm gonna call him.
He's a Twitter.
You know what I'm saying? How they call studio gangsters? KD is a basketball gangster.
It's 2-1 in that series, man. You think the Bucks got a chance of coming back? Oh man, I think they're gonna tie it up 2-2, man. What y'all was saying here, man, they won, but they didn't win. But hey, a win's a win, right? And hey, take it how you get it, man.
They barely won yesterday. Too much KD. KD went for a quiet 30. They had a quiet 30 last night.
So let's talk about Kawhi, the Clippers versus Utah Jazz. Did you watch any of that series? You watching?
Yes, I've been watching that series.
You checking that out?
Hey, the boy Spider-Man, what's his name? What they call him, Spider-Man? Spider-Man, the truth. He the truth. They ain't got no answer for Spider-Man. Like y'all ain't got no answer for them old Suns. They ain't got no answer for Spider-Man. He dogging Kawhi Leonard. always thought Paul George was overrated.
Oh, hey, they saying it. They saying it out there in Utah.
You know what I'm
Every
saying?
time you go to the line, they say overrated.
I think he's overrated.
Okay.
You know, you put him with a superstar, he's not succeeded yet. So that series is over in three more,
Come on,
5.
Well, you got to know that
It's going 5.
Clippers went down 0-2 at home in the last series. This time they went 0-2 down on the road. Now they're coming home. I think they're going to win these two. I think the Clippers are the type of team that like their backs against the wall before they really turn it up.
The Utahs is way better athletic than the Clippers.
They can't do nothing with Donovan Mitchell, man.
They can't do nothing with Spider.
Hey,
Man.
that dude is he a bona fide superstar right now?
He's a superstar in the making. I'll tell you this.
Bona fide superstar, buddy.
No, I'll tell you this. He get them to the promised land, to the win the West. Oh, he put a team on his shoulders. I know he got Gobert, you know what I'm saying? He got Conley Jr. They got way more athletes than
Dallas?
The Clippers.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no.
They do. All they got is Kawhi Leonard.
You got Paul George.
Paul, he's overrated.
We got playoff Rondo.
Rondo, overrated. Oh.
I'm not even.
Playoff Rondo ain't showed up in the playoffs this week.
DeMarcus Cousins.
Cousin is hurt. You got
Beverly, Jackson.
Morris. Jackson shoot the ball too much. Now Morris been stepping it up. He need to be more aggressive. They need to play him more. You know what I'm saying? Morris. Morris might start for them now because hurt.
All right, so okay. So you got
I got Utah 5-1, 4-1, and 5.
Let's talk about this series that we got going here, man. I'm supposed to be going to the game here in a second. So, you tell me about, man, what you think. Is Phoenix just that much better than the Nuggets, or is it Mike Malone? Mike Malone throwing his team under the bus, saying they quit. He's doing what he always does. I can't stand Mike Malone. Make an adjustment or two. Teach your players how to defend the pick and roll. Teach your players another play than the pick and roll. And how do your players not know how to defend the pick and roll when all you do is run the pick and roll? So Mike Malone, I'm blaming it on you.
So I'll say this. You don't win this series, he might be out of here. How you going to be a general and lead your troops and you blame it on your troops? No, you can't blame it on your troops. You got to blame it on yourself. And for him, I think that was the most. I ain't never heard that in my life.
He's been doing it all year. Like, he does it every time we lose.
Hey, family, you got to go. He got to go.
Every time we lose. I think he's starting to lose the team right now.
They're lost.
I think that the respect for Michael Malone is waning. Like they're like, that's why they quit, because they don't like you.
They not playing for you, Mike Malone. You're out of here.
All you do is blame the players. How about make an adjustment? How about I'll tell you what to do. Let CP3 do his thing. Let him score, but don't let him get everybody else involved.
Well, he know how to get everybody else involved with that dribble penetration and busting it and finding shooters. He finding everybody's shooters. And that Bridges, oh, he's so clean. Oh, he's so clean.
That's your boy, huh?
I like that Bridges. I've been talking about him. I like him. He is clean. Booker and them ain't got to do nothing in this series. It's too easy. All y'all got is Jokic, the Joker. And the Joker, man, congratulations to that MVP, man. You ain't got no help, man. Sorry about that, man. I tip my hat out to you because you the only one out there playing. I see you huffing and puffing. You don't have no help. Nobody come to show up.
Michael Porter Jr., man, they said he has a ceiling of Wally Zerbiak, and I may be starting to believe it. Man, me and Michael Porter Jr. play the same defense. It's non-existent.
His back is starting to show that his back is hurting.
Oh, man, I don't want to
I'm not giving you no excuses.
You out there to play.
I'm not giving you no excuses.
You out there to play.
He did have a back injury, and it's starting to catch up to him and wear and tear. Man, all them games, you see what you said it right. Last year, the Lakers wouldn't have won it if it wouldn't have had that bubble. Them boys been playing hard-nosed basketball from day one. They've been beating each other up. Now it's starting to wear and tear. Now it's going to see who benches better. Now it's coming down to these second series, these third series. Who benches better?
We missing our starting backcourt. You're right.
You're hurting.
I mean,
play Millsap more. Y'all used to knock Millsap.
Shit.
Millsap need to be playing in this series tonight.
He is banging on. He is in the threes on him.
Yeah.
But I'm not a Millsap fan.
I know we
any
ain't.
Point or
We need to play him.
But
play him this series.
Let's move to
Coach.
the next series real quick. Let's go to the next series on the East. We're gonna go with who's the other teams playing on the East?
We got the Hawks and the 76ers.
Hawks and the Sixers. I'm still going Hawks in 5, but goddamn Embiid. I'm still going Hawks in 5. I can't stand Embiid, man. He's a fake Shaq, man. You think he's Shaq? I'm not riding with Embiid, man. Go ahead and sell insurance or something. I can give a F less about Embiid.
I'll say this. Battle of the black coaches. One got to go down. Comes down to talent. Best person on the court, like I say, always wins. I said, what year I was born? 1976. So I'm going with the Sixers in 7.
Sixers and 7. Okay, I'm going to Atlanta, man. We're gonna have to put a friendly wager on
You
that.
can put a friendly little, you know what I mean, on that.
Let's go back out to the West, man. Who you got?
Coming out that West.
In the other series, we didn't touch on
The Clipper.
we did touch on the Clippers.
We talking about your Nugget and y'all. And I look at it like this, man. With this Suns series, we talking local right now. With this Suns series, I just don't see y'all athletic enough to come back from this. And y'all caught Phoenix when they hot. They don't miss. What's your boy name over there, Crowder? Hey, y'all ain't got an answer for him. That boy is the truth. And he just like he remind me of a nice role player,
I can't stand Crowder, another fake tough guy. But let me give you an update on the Atlanta game. It's 74-60 with about 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Philly winning that game right now by 14. So
76.
Philly might be turning it up, man, but
Embiid might
they might be the only ones that can really do some damage with the Nets right now. So, I mean, I'm gonna ride with that, man. So let's give a shout out. Let's give a shout out to Simone Biles.
Oh yeah. Yes.
I think she won the USA
Gymnastics
Championship for the 5th time. I believe first person to ever do that. Gonna go back to the Olympics, probably win some more gold. Is she the best American athlete of all time?
Not the best American athlete of all time, best American gymnastics lady of all time. Yes. But I'm gonna tell you this. She's in a situation where she has a lot of obstacles to overcome because there's not a lot of us in that particular sports, gymnastics. They don't just let you in. Trust me, I got a daughter right now that's in it. So I know. They look at you funny because your color. But she, and they would bias with this. This is a problem right now. I'm not doing a black or white thing, but the white gymnastics don't say that she is.
Gymnast?
Gymnast. The white gymnasts don't say, they say that she don't. She not, but she really is in my eyes.
I haven't heard anybody doubt and say she's not the best. Are you going with Mary Lou Retton or something like that?
No, I couldn't answer. It's more before or after her. I don't know.
Come on, man.
Remember Gabby? Gabby was before her.
Gabby was before her, but Gabby doesn't have the longevity.
Yeah,
that she
don't. But we were saying she was the truth.
The best American athlete of all time may be Simone Biles.
No.
Michael Phelps.
Y'all going on medals and USA stuff like that. I'm going on all freaking time. Are you serious? If that's the case, you might say Mayweather is the best boxer of all time. If we want to go there, I'm trying to figure out where do you get she's the best athlete of all time? I don't see that. I just seen something that impressed me in golf. Tiger Woods.
You haven't said anything to disparage that comment. So I'll leave it with that. She's the best American athlete of all time.
What y'all think? That'll be the question of the Fab Five Friday, y'all.
All right, so, man, before we get up out of here, man, it's playoff time in the NBA, man. Tell me, what is your top NBA playoff moment?
My top NBA playoff moment would be 1993. The Bulls versus the Suns. Michael Jordan goes for 55 points, 8 assists, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Jordan, I think he was sick. No, that wasn't a sick game. That's my second best one. But that's my first best one. Jordan busting the Suns in the mouth.
See, that's a game.
55 points, all-time playoff.
My best playoff moment.
When he went for 55 points, that was my best playoff.
Best playoff moment for me is the Dr. J scoop shot.
Ooh, that's a nice one. What about the Jordan going
over the Celtics?
What about the Jordan going over the one?
That was a good one, but Kobe did that.
Kobe did a reverse dunk one. I forgot a good one, Kelly. Kobe.
That's my best moment, man. But we gonna go to I gotta get to the game. Robbie the Robbie gotta gain some more knowledge, you know what I'm saying? To get up on the Game Point Sports with me, Goodnight, the man who knows it all. And shout out to Coach Lindsay Sr. Shout out to the Montbello Warriors for winning the championship and bringing Boyne back to the community. Shout out to Robbie Rocket for doing this thing, having this young lady in gymnastics and
keep pushing.
Trying to defy the odds.
Congratulations, my little daughter made it to the gymnastics team. Now she's gonna start competing. Daddy love you. I'm behind you all the way. And we on our way to the Olympics in 2032.
And that last picture they just showed, Simone Biles, the greatest American athlete of all time. Check us out on Tuesday, Game Point Sports. We back. We live. Season 4. We out. No fingerprints.